Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. Russell Westbrook third. And, of course, Asar Thompson.
I mean, the shooting range of these two guys has probably been the most impressive. There's not a spot on the floor they can't hit from.
Pass to Westbrook. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, Castle. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the shot goes in. He's got 6.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Westbrook with it. Lets it go from deep. Got it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Yeah, even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Out to the right wing. Here's Dunleavy. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. The call will be against VJ Edgecombe. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Micic checked in. Smith checked in for the Bucks. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. And Thompson kicks to Dunleavy. He takes it in. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player. And having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line, you think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Micic. Scoreless thus far. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
And here's Thompson. Smith outside. Launches it. And again, the Bucks miss. Pass to Micic. There's a screen by Achua. Out to the wing from downtown. A rebound by the Bucks. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Here's Dunleavy. There's the screen. Fires the three. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 11.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Micic. Fires the three. Thompson with the rebound. Jang with the screen for Thompson. Sinks the triple. Now just a 4-point Memphis lead.
If he develops a consistent three-point shot in his first few years, Thompson's going to be scary.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Hardaway's checked in for the Grizzlies. Horace Diaz checked in for the Bucks.
Substitution on the court.
Now, here's Achua. Nothing on the board. Memphis moving it around. Puts up a three. Drills the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Now Diaw. A different look from Milwaukee. Jalen Duren comes in for Boris Diaw. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Thompson. Here's Dunleavy. Here's Castle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
And what makes Castle so difficult to guard is that he keeps defenders off balance with this constant change of pace.
And so Castle nails them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. 1:04 left to play here in the second quarter. The quick look, no good that time. The Bucks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Duren with the screen on Hardaway. Here's Castle. Offensive rebound. Back to Smith from deep. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. The Grizzlies should hit an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. No good on the 3. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Grizzlies lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
You know, for the Grizzlies, they're sort of stuck in this same range, right in the middle, here in the middle of the season.
Middling overall, just like your analysis, Kenny.
And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Bucks. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. They've got Precious Achiuwa, also Clint Capella out there, and it's Micic in at the point guard position. That's the group for Thomas Isolo as we begin the second half. Smith outside. Back to Castle. Pass to Smith. Here's Castle. Good on the jump shot. Castle's got the first basket of the third quarter for Milwaukee.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Offline with his 3. Milwaukee trails by 3. Driving the lane, Dunleavy, and the shot is good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Beyond the arc. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams.
Ball movement was one of the keys to what they did last season. Every squad talks about teamwork. These guys backed it up.
Smith outside. Duren sets the screen for Smith. Misses the 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Edgecombe with it. And it's in there.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Smith outside. Back to Castle. Pass to Dunleavy from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Achua.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Capella with a screen on Smith. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Milwaukee trails by 6. Duran sets the screen for Smith. Hit the shot. Castle misses.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
It's blocked. Pass to Duran. Here's Castle. He's got 11. Here's the screen for 3. Dunleavy. They get it back. Duran finds Castle. To stop the drought. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. 13 points in the game.
How about the level of activity this team just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Milwaukee making a switch. Thompson's checked in. It's tipped. Here's Castle. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Milwaukee trails by 4. Pass to Thompson. Back to Castle. And here's Thompson. Lets it fly. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 13.
Well, that jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle. So it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Launches a 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
There's a screen. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And yes, it's good.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Now Castle. 13 points in the game. Pass to Thompson. Back to Castle. Out to the right wing. Covered by Achua. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop the layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Jock Landale's checked in for Duran. On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Westbrook. Memphis moving it around. Hardaway is screen on Smith. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Connects from 3-point range. Bogdanovich has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Castle. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Westbrook against Castle. Pass to Thompson. Back to Castle. Now Smith. This one for three. And the three ball is good. Smith's got 10 points in the game.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Westbrook scanning the floor. The shot will not fall.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
We're at the end of the third, and let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Dunleavy is out there with Boris Diaw. Then it's Chalmers. Then it's Thompson.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Thompson outside. Yes! And the foul. That's on Mark Williams.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Elbows checked in. Over to the left wing. On the wing, Hardaway. Pass to Edgecombe. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Thompson with the second effort. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Pass to Hardaway. Here's Edgecombe. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Dunleavy. Guarded by Hardaway. Dunleavy, the pass to Diaw. They set the pick. And it looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Can't give him too much grief for that one. He's been mistake-free for the most part.
On the Bucks making a change here. Landale's checked in. And we have a timeout called by Tomas Isolo. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message that the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you so much.
He's just lighting them up in this game, but he's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Out left to the wing. Back to Thompson. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Edgecombe. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Now, here's Thompson. He's guarded closer. Chalmers' shot is no good.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Outside Hardaway. Right side Westbrook. Outside Hardaway. Here's Edgecombe. Off target with his three.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Here's Landale. The call will be against VJ Edgecombe. And that'll be his third foul so far. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Williams. Achua comes in for Hardaway. And it's Micic in for Russell Westbrook. The Bucks also changing it up. Duran, he's checked in for Jock Landale. Smith comes in for Asar Thompson. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Chalmers.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Milwaukee leading by 3. Smith outside. Pass to Duran. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. There's the triple. And down goes the 3.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now Castle. And there's the 3.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And he can't stop the run as that misses. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Outside, Smith. Now Castle. Cleared away by Capella. The Grizzlies trail by 9. With the shot. Oh, the jumper goes.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Castle with it. A minute 20 left to play here in the 4th. Clock at 4. Cleared away by Capella. And the Grizzlies shooting at 50% in a decent group. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Duran down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 7. From outside, buries the deep ball.
And that's a huge shot there, the three-pointer and the foul. Not the kind of defensive play they were hoping for.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And they go to the intentional foul. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Pressure moment for Castle.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
It's off target, and an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he does not hit. And so the Bucks take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough mind.
As a team, when you're trying to construct your best lineups, what are you looking for, Grant?
You know, I think balance is probably number one. Each lineup has to have enough defense and offense. Otherwise, you're just vulnerable.
Now, New York starting five. We've got Jarris Walker, Devin Vassell out there with Zach Edey, and it's Kolek in at the point. Pass to Vassell. To the paint. Here's Kolek. It's Walker on the wing. Knocked away. And stolen by Anthony. To the middle. Now here's Black. Back to Batum. Smith passes to Christopher. And here's Smith. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Down low. And the dunk by Edey.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Anthony. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Fires it. And he nails the jumper.
Well, if you let Melo get his feet set, turn the lights off.
Here's Kolek. Inside. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. And Doris, when you have a veteran roster with some of the injury history of these Clippers, load management becomes a big consideration.
And B.A., how impressive is the resiliency of this team in the face of all that injury history they have. Credit the front office for the depth they have developed and the coaching staff for their incredible adaptability. It is nothing short of remarkable.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Black. Connects from downtown.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Walking to the floor, your Clippers.
Carter, he's checked in for Batum. Curry, he's checked in for New York. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The fourth spot held by Los Angeles.
Last year, they were so good at generating open looks from distance. That's why their three-point shooting was so high.
Pass to Kolek. Pulls it. Anthony grabs the board.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Black, no good. And Curry's got the ball here for New York. They trail by 3. It's Walker on the wing. the wing. Curry has to Kolek. Fires the three. Nails it from three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here's Black. Outside Carter. To the inside. Edey with a steal. Here's Kolek. Pass to Edey. Here's Kolek. And here's Edey. Black defending. The kick out. Curry. And again, New York with the triple.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Clippers trail by 3. Outside Carter. Smith outside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Simons is checked in for Los Angeles. Beauchamp, he's checked in for New York. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes. Oh, terrific pass right there. Your teammate just walks right into it.
Simons left side. From 11 feet away, and it's New York with a rebound. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season.
And this is probably a game they've been looking forward to since these guys bounced them from the playoffs last year.
Edey with a screen on Smith. Inside, knocked loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. Some changes for Los Angeles. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Christopher. And Black subbed in for Anthony. Pass to Carter. Smith outside. Here's the three. The rebound by Ware. New York has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. After missing multiple seasons due to injury, Klay Thompson's game has changed.
It had to, Brian, because the types of injuries he had are so difficult to come back from. You admire the fact that his willing adjustment to what his game now looks like. Is he the elite defensive player he once was? No. But can he hold up defensively? Yes. And now as a shot maker, he can still be a pivotal part of success.
Nice shot by Walker.
This is how Walker likes to play. He invites contact and he dishes it out.
Carter, a screen on Maxey. Takes a step back. Outside Carter. They swipe it. Spins. Pass to Maxey. Back to Curry. Now here's Walker. Here's Swift. No good on his first attempt of the game. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. New York out in front. They're up by 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
We've got Anthony Simons. He's out there with Anthony Black. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Outside Curry. Here we go, all alone. Out of bounds, it'll be New York's ball. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
New York leading by 5. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pass to Black. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Well, the Clippers shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Carter, the pass to Black. Back to Carter. The quick look, no good that time. New York has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. And he lobs it up to the rim. Pass to Ware. Up and over Carter. Nails the baby hook. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
Black with it. He's got 5. Batum's shot is off. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised by mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Pass to Kolek. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. New York again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Smith outside. And there's a pick. This one for 3. Vassell with the rebound. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for New York. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Here's Kolek. 8 points in his last time out. Pass to Swift. The fadeaway. New York again can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Black passes to Smith. To the paint. Here's Conan Niederhauser, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Here's Beauchamp. No made baskets yet. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Carter, the pass to Black. Back to Carter. Lets it go. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
A beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. A nice shot by Smith.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And here's a rundown of the teams that have not wasted their opportunities at the line in the last month. In the third spot, the Knicks.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity strike. Whenever you fouled them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
A minute 42 left to play in the second quarter.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Fires in the triple.
You know, you can tell the three-point shot is something that Melo has developed over his course of time in the league.
The three ball. And it's New York with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8 points now.
Guys with size who can shoot with range, that is a tough tandem to defend.
There's the triple. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
New York trails by 3. Now Vassell, still without a bucket. Takes a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Anthony feeling it out a bit. Launches a 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
A big-time effort for Carmelo Anthony, providing a lot of energy for Los Angeles. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. Back to the game after this break.
And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to...
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella. Taking some pressure off the... And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you got to like what Carmelo Anthony has done in this game.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So on the floor for the Knicks, they've got Zach Edey, Walker out there with Devin Vassell, and it's Kolek in at the point. Screen by Edey. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pass to Smith. Back to Black. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Here's Christopher. Vassell with the rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Kolek, Black defending. For the lead. Gets the 3 to fall. 14 points for him.
pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Batum. No good. A bit long that time. New York has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Yes, it's good. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Christopher, the pass to Smith to halt the run, and it's rejected.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
It's deflected, and they get it back, and that one's good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Clippers trail by 6. Now here's Black. 5 points in the game. There's a screen. Here's Batum. Pass to Anthony. There's the 3. The shot off that time.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Here's Kolek. He's guarded by Anthony. Vassell outside. Launches it. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And talk about a guy who just keeps getting better and better and better. Vassell is one of the more complete players in this game.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Deflects the pass. Stolen by Vassell. Fast break. Here comes New York. And Kolek gets it to go. Kolek's got 5.
I just love the ball movement.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. Clippers trail by 10. And here's Black. 5 points in the game. 3-pointer, Anthony. And it's New York with a rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Kolek. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's New York scoring again.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
3-pointer, Anthony. Sinks it from distance. He's got 17.
You know, these are the kinds of nights when he gets it going like this, Melo can be a one-man band.
Off target from 3-point range. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. From behind the arc. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Screen by Edey. Inside. Here's Smith. That one goes. Count it. And now just a 4-point New York lead. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
The Clippers making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Curry, he's checked in for New York. Let's go with a 3. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Anthony outside. Back to Black. Walker pulls down the board. New York leading by 7. Carter with it. Now guarded by Curry. Yep, that one's good. Carter's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
The three, and the three-pointer goes.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Pass to Anthony. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. New York has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. And the jam by Walker.
Go up and get it, young man. Walker's terrifying when he's attacking the rim.
Black outside. Anthony outside. Pure from three-point range. Anthony's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He got loose from downtown the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Covered by Smith. 20 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Covered by Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Edey with a screen on Smith. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's New York closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Nicholas Batum, Smith out there with Anthony Simons, and it's Salon in at the power forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. New York working the ball around now. Pass to Curry. Up and over Carter. Curry's shot is off. Clippers trail by 4. And here's Simons. Down low. Curry with a steal. To the inside. Pass to Ware. Here's Swift. Here's Kolek. He's covered by Simons. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Swift. Back to Vassell. The 17-footer. The rebound by Carter. The Clippers shooting at a respectable 49%. Out to Simons. Smith outside. Simons deciding where to go with it. Batum sets a screen. Takes the 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
Well, the shortest distance to shoot a 3 is from that coveted corner. Mr. Batum, step into the shot.
Here's the pick. Outside Curry. The 3. On target from range. And the Knicks lead by 4.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Simons outside. Releases. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
Boy, the jumper looking so pure coming out of Batum's hands. What an excellent shot.
Outside Curry. Here's Kolek. Simons with a steal. And they're on the run. And he hits it to tie the game. Simon's gotten his first basket of the night.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Curry, a screen on Simons. And a foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles making a change here. Christopher's checked in. Edey's checked in for New York. Beauchamp comes in for Curry. Here's Swift. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Kolek. Christopher with a rebound. Christopher's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Batum outside. Pass to Christopher. Out to Simon. Right wing. The 3. Smith. Here's Christopher. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Can't ask for a better look when they needed it most. Using his height advantage inside.
For the Clippers, Anthony comes in for Carter, and Black subbed in for Simon. That one misses for Edey. And so Anthony will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th. From deep. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
All night. He just won't let up.
New York trails by 3. Here's Kolek. Let's loose for 3. Anthony pulls it down. Black with it. Smith outside. Fires the 3. And they recover it. Black left side. Smith outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Christopher. Edey defends.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Edey with a screen on Smith. Jams it home!
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
For New York, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this 4th quarter to fall. Edey outside. Here's Kolek, Black defending. Now Vassell. There's the steal. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Anthony.
And there's nothing Walker loves more than getting stops. I mean, just great desire at the defensive end.
Oh, no good on the layup.
Right. Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Anthony fires. He sticks the fadeaway jumper.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Well, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, it's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now. Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Vassell! Oh, off target from downtown. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And an intentional foul right there. He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
If it wasn't out of reach already, guys, those free throws turn the lights off.
Now a timeout called by New York. They trail by 6. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
He launches. Here's Kolek. Takes a three. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true.
Coming up next, the Raptors taking on the Suns. For the Toronto Raptors, some ups and downs for this team in what has been a trial of a season. Now at home, they know there's still time to turn their season around. Suns, Raptors.
And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game. All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Topic out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Flag, and it's Bosch in at the power forward position.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Here's Topic. Outside LaVine. Fires the three. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Grant, since he's coming to the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, B.A.
One of the best passers of all time. Paul relishes setting the pace and finding his open teammates.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Pass to Flag. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Bosch. Outside LaVine. Topic for three. Rebound Toronto.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. This many years into the game, and the Kyrie challenge is still puzzling. Coach said we'd actually prefer to see him shoot. At least our feet could be more set outside to contest. People forget how good of a shooter Kyrie can be. He continued and said, and threes are so hard to compete against, we want to try and limit those first. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Bagley's got 5.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Exum outside. Pass to Paul. It's Exum on the wing. Back to Bagley. Now Exum. Bagley passes to Paul. Now Klingon. From deep. And it's Flag with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Sinks the tray.
Well, it took them 5 tries, but they showed they can make a basket, I guess.
Outside Bagley. Pass to Paul. And here's Klingon. Back to Paul. It's stolen. To the paint. And the layup is good off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Bagley for three, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. This game against Toronto is the first time they've met this year.
This is when they start to feel the grind of the regular season. A lot of the guys are dealing with nagging fatigue or mental weariness.
Out here, he's going to gather the troops and talk it over. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Robinson comes in for Zach LaVine. Dimon comes in for Topic. Here's Dimon. Pass to Bosch. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Over to the wing. Here's Brandon. And it's Toronto with another.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
The Suns trailing. To the middle. Here's Robinson. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It'll be on Marvin Bagley.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And both free throws good for Robinson. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Outside Bagley. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Augman. 5 to shoot. From the elbow. The Suns clear it.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Flag. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Outside Bagley. 4-3. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. The Suns have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Robinson for 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Pajemski. Jacks up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Bosch, defended by Pajemski. Here's Bosch, yet to see a basket. Back to Robinson, lots of room. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. We've got Zach LaVine. He's out there with Cole Anthony. And it's Robinson in at the 3 slot.
Great screen by LaVine. Better IQ knowing how to roll to the basket.
Outside, Green. Back to Paul. Outside, Green. Pass to Mozgov. Now Paul. It's Martin on the wing. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. On the wing, LaVine. The three-pointer off the mark. Toronto's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Green, the pass to Martin. Banked it in off the glass. Martin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Pass to Wolf. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Puts up a 3. And it's Martin with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back to you guys.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Flags checked in for the Suns. Topic comes in for Robinson. Topic for 3. Can't get it to drop.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Pass to Paul for 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. They host the Pistons after this one, and that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. And he's going for the oop here. Snatched away. Levine against Edwards. Levine draws the double to end the drought. Three-pointer, Anthony hits a three-pointer. Anthony's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Outside Bagley. Beyond the arc. And again, Toronto, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And he's talked about wanting to improve his all-around game. Levine demonstrating just how unselfish he is with that great pass.
Exum passes to Bagley. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Martin, he's checked in for Toronto. And the Suns making a change here. Phoenix leading by 3. Here's Topic. He's got 5. Left side Levine from the arc. Oh, the long-range prowess of Levine.
You can see the work Levine has put in on his three-point shot. He is now a legit threat from deep.
Exum passes to Martin. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, B.A., every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
Well, you look at Levine, and I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date with voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Pass to Brandon. Now Bagley. They need this. It's hauled in by Wolf.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, we need to find some sort of momentum.
It's intercepted. Pass to Exum. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And here's Flag outside. And it's Martin with the rebound. Raptors trail by 9. And And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Toronto shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he makes the first. Good on both.
Well, when you send them to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Phoenix with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Pass to Topic. Here's Bosch from deep three-point land. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Paul. Fires for 3. That one doesn't drop. Phoenix leading by 7. There's 42 seconds left in the half. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pass to Topic from downtown. Gets the 3 ball to go. Topic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's just unfair with that advantage height-wise. You can just shoot over him from deep.
Puts up a deep 3. He can't hit that time. And so it's Phoenix ending the quarter up 10. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
You know, for Phoenix, they haven't played up to their standards. Last year, they were an elite team. You need to find that mojo.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Suns. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. The Suns lead by 10. Dante Exum is out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Klingon. Then it's Marvin Bagley. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Nails it from 3. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Bosch. And here's Levine. The 3 is up. Levine with the answer from long distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Bagley. Lets it go from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Levine's got his 4th rebound in this one. And so the ball out of bounds. Topic touched it last. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. Number 1, the Raptors. 5th best, the Suns.
During last season, both of these teams were just unselfish, piling up the assist.
Raptors trail by 13. Outside Bagley. 3-pointer. The Suns clear it. Levine's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Topic. Here's Flag outside. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Outside Bagley. Paul finds Bagley.
Sudden foul. Number 4. First team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Paul passes to Exum. Here's Paul. Pass to Bagley. Fires from deep.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up. Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Outside Bagley. Outside Paul. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Topic. Here's Bosch. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. Bosch has got 6.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Toronto has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
Bosch. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside Bagley. The 3 is up. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
After sinking 1 triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Pass to Bosch. Here's Topic. Give him 8 points now. On the wing, Levine lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Outside Bagley from outside the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
He knocked 1 deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Out to the wing. Pass to Topic. Fires for 3. And the 3-pointer goes. Topic has got 11 points.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Paul with it. Still no points. Bagley for 3. He can't get it to go.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Right?
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Alec.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the Suns making a change here. And now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to glance at which point guards have been absolute pests on the defensive end over the last month. Second, Chris Paul.
I just love how he spends so much energy managing the game at the offensive end. It's really amazing that he's also one of the premier ball thieves in the league as well.
Yeah, and he comes up with those steals even though he draws the toughest assignment possible on most nights. He can guard anyone.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Edwards looking it over. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Phoenix shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And it's all from three-point range.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
For three, Dimon. Back to Robinson. On the wing, Levine. Offline with a three. And it's Paul with the ball for the Raptors. Into the lane. Oh, and Levine with a block.
When you got bounce like Levine, you're always a threat to get your hand on the ball when you contest.
Outside Paul. Back to Martin. With one on the clock. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Zach LaVine. He's been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two guard, showing his ability.
Here we go, attack. Here we go. Get a good look. Good look. Don't wait. Get to him. Down screen.
And the foul.
Good.
And one.
Way to hit it.
There you go, man.
You're flush that.
Shot.
Put it back in.
That slipped out of my hand.
No. Give it up. Get that perimeter. Pressure that post, man. Post up, Boozer. Whose man is that? Hey, coming.
Timeout.
Boozer.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set. And now, 2K Sports brings you Thursday night in the NBA. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with ball. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Sadiq Bey. Now here's Ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Bey outside. The kick out to Ball. First quarter of play, a minute in. Pass to Quickley. Banchero outside. Here's Bey. There's Ball with a three. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
You have to stay in Ball's shirt out there or he will rise and fire.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Ryan, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. So it's San Antonio now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Pass to Miller. Here's the three. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. And we have a chance to take a look at the teams that are wreaking havoc with their defense this past month. The 76ers, #1.
Well, you have to praise their defense over the last month. They've been working as a team to put almost constant pressure on opposing offenses. Just terrific stuff.
Philadelphia moving it around. Pass to Weber. And here's Miller. Lets it go from deep.
It's encouraging to see Bey be engaged on defense, showing he wants to be impactful on this end.
Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
Banchero surveys. 3 on the clock. Bey from long range. Williams grabs the board.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Miller can't get it to go. San Antonio leading. Here's Quickley. And rejected. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Terry's checked in for Quickley. From the inbound, count the basket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pass to Turkoglu. There's the three. It's the trifecta.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Ball. 6 points for him. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Banchero in the post. Ball outside. Pass to Terry. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Williams with it. No points yet. There's a screen. Miller outside, takes the three. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. We've seen Anthony Edwards dramatically increase his rate of three-point attempts.
Yeah, Brian, while also increasing his percentage. It makes him that much more dangerous as a scorer. We know he can finish around the rim, and that creates a pick-your-poison situation for the defense.
Philadelphia making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. San Antonio with the ball. Trailing by 2. Pass the ball. And stolen by Williams. Inside, here's Miller, and that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Here's Stoudemire. Shot to stop the run. Miller pulls it in. Pass to Williams. Back to Miller. There's the triple, and Philadelphia hits again from deep.
I just love the ball movement.
1:58 left to play in the first. Ball outside. Up top A. Here's Stoudemire. No points so far. Over Okongwu. San Antonio again can't hit.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Back to Miller. The 3 is up. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. During this last month of action, here is a list of the players who have shot the ball most efficiently so far from deep. You look at McCain. Boy, he's a sniper. 3rd best three-point shooter in the league.
Sometimes you get into a rhythm from long range, and you can ride that stretch for a while.
Okongwu against Banchero. Pass to Buzelis. Throws it up high. Intercepted. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Williams. And he buries his first look.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Here's Terry. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to McCain. 5 on the clock. To stop the drought. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game.
Team foul. Shooting for San Antonio, Amari Stoudemire, taking 2 shots.
That free throw no good, and San Antonio making a change here. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Sixers on top, up by 12. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
They've got Derek Lively, Lou Williams out there with Johnson, and it's Weber in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Buzelis. No made baskets yet.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Just about halfway through the season, Grant. Which half of the season went quicker for you, the first or the second?
You know, B.A., after all the anticipation, the first half just goes by in a hurry. And the second half, you are in a rhythm, so the games can blend into one. So, I'm going to be a politician. The answer is both.
Here's Terry. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. To the inside, and stolen by Banchero. Here we go. Here's Buzelis. Pass to Terry. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. And that one drops for him.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big-time play.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. For Philadelphia, DiVincenzo comes in for Johnson, and it's Trey Jones in for Williams. Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Quickly comes in for Terry. Pass to Turkoglu. Fires the 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And there's the lob. And now the Sixers on the break. Stolen by Aldridge. Down low. Banchero in the post. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Derek Lively. San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
LaMarcus Aldridge, 2 shots.
that one falls for Aldridge. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. You agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league and the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled jumping into people.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForte. And that one's good. Weber.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
San Antonio has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Quickly. Back to McCain. From behind the arc. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. The 76ers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing like this.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Antonio, whose Ellis is checked in for Banchero, and it's Ball in for McCain. And here's Quickly. Still no points. There's a screen. There's Ball with a 3. Deep range. LaMelo. What focus.
Fearless from beyond the arc. LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
Alexander, the pass to Okongwu. Here's Miller. Again, Philadelphia.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Spurs trail by 13. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Here's Miller. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Back to Ball from downtown, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
The deep 3. Okay! Ball with the deep 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
Williams against Ball. Pass to Miller. 51 seconds left in the second period. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
Now Ball. He's got 18. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for San Antonio. Bay comes in for Buzelis. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Banchero outside. Back to Ball. Banchero outside. On the wing, Bay takes a 3. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
DiVincenzo can't hit. fires from way outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Philadelphia. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
They've done some good things. I mean, they've also let those other guys get comfortable at the offensive end.
Yeah.
And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
Man.
Thanks, as always.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You got to like what we're seeing from Brandon Miller.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The Sixers lead by 9. And on the floor for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. Paolo Banchero is out there with Sadiq Bey. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Back to Miller. Pass to Williams. Miller outside. Now here's DiVincenzo, guarded by Quickly. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Weber. The shot won't fall. Great D that time from Banchero. Ball outside. Pass to Quickly. Banchero outside. And here's Ball. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go. He's shooting 6 for 7 so far in this one. And Williams has got the ball here for the 76ers. They've led by as many as 14. And Miller the bucket. Oh, the assist by Williams. 23 points for Brandon Miller.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Let's have a look at which point guards have posted the best steals numbers over this past month. 5th best, Emmanuel Quickly.
Yeah, he's a pest. He gets under your skin. I mean, all these players have the combination of quickness and intelligence you want in a point guard.
Well, when you have someone who can orchestrate your offense and be the point of attack on defense, it makes life a whole lot easier.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make that.
He buries it from 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Now here's Ball. He's got 18. To the wing, right side. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Ball passes to Banchero. They set the pick. This one for three. Oh, Paolo showing his range.
Responding nicely with his own three, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
Williams against Ball. Here's Miller. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Quickly with a screen on Williams. Ball with no fear. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Quickly. Rebound by the 76ers.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Williams passes to Miller. That three's off the mark.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Bay outside. Quickly from outside. The shot that time not on target.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Weber. It's good. Weber's got 6. I've wondered, of all the things you can teach players, can you teach great passing?
I really don't think you can, B.A. You can teach solid fundamental passing. You can teach guys to make fewer mistakes by better use of fundamentals. But the great passers have great vision, and I just don't think that's something you can teach. I think that's something that guys gain over their time and experience playing the game of basketball.
Johnson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And San Antonio with a change here too. Terry's checked in for Quickly. Williams against Ball. Let's go with a three. Philadelphia with another miss. Spurs trail by 17. Bay left side. Up top Ball. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Now Philadelphia with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Miller outside, beyond the arc. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Terry. Jacks up a three. Knocks it down from distance. Terry's got his second basket on the night.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Ball against Williams. Outside Johnson. Shot blocked. Ball with it. He's got 18. Banchero outside. Pass to Terry. Outside for Bay. Now Ball. Banchero outside. Here's Terry. 6 to shoot. Ball outside. Spurs need to get one up here. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
And Banchero, no good on that one.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Turkoglu. Buzelis grabs the board. Spurs trail by 15. It's McCain on the wing. Back to Banchero. Here's Terry. Knocks down the triple. Terry's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Turkoglu. Pass to Johnson. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Weber. Here's Turkoglu. Gets the three to fall. Turkoglu's got 11 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Stoudemire. That one rolls around and rims out.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, question the shot difficulty.
And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Williams is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Derek Lively. Then there's Okongwu, and it's Turkoglu in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
First team foul. At the line for the Spurs, number 15. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good, and Philadelphia making a change here. Johnson's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Philadelphia leading by 13. Back to Williams. Launches it. Rebound by San Antonio. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
McCain against Williams. Philadelphia moving it around. Pass to Okongwu. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Johnson with a bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Back to McCain. Now here's Quickly. Here's Stoudemire. Quickly finds Aldridge. Here's Stoudemire. Pass to McCain. Here's the pick. To the middle. And Okongwu with the block. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Thursday, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers coming to town. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Russell Westbrook and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for their matchup with Calgary, it will be the 9th bit of action for them during the young season. Every game a step closer to the finish line.
Bay, he's checked in for San Antonio. Williams looking around. Pass to DiVincenzo. And here is Williams. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the 76ers lead by 16.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And here's McCain. Williams defending. Bay from long range. It's hauled in by the Sixers. They led the game at one point by 20 to the paint. Okongwu off with the layup.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Outside, Williams. Okongwu, a screen on Bay. Outside, Williams. Back to Williams. Pass to Williams. Blocked! Now here's McCain. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Stoudemire, guarded by Okongwu. Quickly with a screen on Williams. Pass to Bay. McCain against Williams. Some solid defense from Williams. Philadelphia leading by 14. Okongwu outside. Bay against Williams. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Timeout called. Mitch Johnson. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Well, I know what their coach is preaching in this huddle. Can you guys please stop turning it over?
And Caro's checked in for San Antonio. Ball comes in for McCain. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here is DiVincenzo. Here's Miller. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Ball surveys the floor.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the game.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
And Caro pulls it down. Spurs trail by 12. Outside ball from deep. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Always eager to find a bucket. Ball drops into his shot immediately.
A minute 22 left in the fourth quarter here. Now Miller unloads. And again, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Outside ball. It's tipped.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the 76ers.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Brandon Miller.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Now ball. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Trey, when your shot wasn't falling, you played through your teammates to great effect. What were you seeing out there?
Well, I think that's the beauty of my game and the great teammates I have around me. I mean, my teammates did a great job of finishing and making plays, and that's the reason why we won.
It takes a village. Thanks, Trey.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Brandon Miller.